Hello students, good evening to everybody. This is M. Bujbabu, working as a chemistry lecturer in Vignan Cooperative Junior College, Vadlamudi. In this video, I am going to explain about another important topic of surface chemistry. In previous video, we discussed about a particular phenomena which is related to the surface chemistry, that are very important properties of colloidal solutions, that are Tyndall effect, Brownian movement, and color property, and electrophoresis, and electroosmosis, and what are important things which happen in the colloidal solution. These are all of the main topics of surface chemistry we discussed in previous session. So in this session, I am going to explain about another important properties of it is a being a part of colloidal solution, that is known as emulsions. So once look at what the contents which are presenting in the given video are. First one, emulsions, and the first content is about emulsions. So what are emulsions? So emulsion is a being a part of colloidal solution. You know very well about that what is colloidal solution. Mainly it consisting of two parts, that are dispersive phase and dispersion medium. Therefore, emulsions are also being a part of colloidal solution. And next one, classification of emulsions. So after knowing the definition of the emulsion, the classification of the emulsions can be into two categories. First one is oil in water type of emulsion, and second one water in oil type of emulsion. And third content which is present in this video is preparation of emulsions. How can we prepare the emulsions? What are the preparation methods including in the case of emulsions? And next one, colloids around us. So another topic regarding to the colloids concept. Colloids around us, for example, live example like a blood, sky appears in a blue color, and some paints and varnishes and face creams. All these are all regular life. We have to use all these that are belongs to colloidal solutions. And finally, applications of colloids. What are the applications of the colloids in our regular life? In so many industrial preparation, colloids can be used for in rubber industry, paint industry, in various aspects of industry, colloids can be used. So these are all the main important contents which are presenting in the given video. What are emulsions? What are emulsions? You know that very well about colloidal solution. So what are colloids? Colloidal solution is a heterogeneous system which consisting of mainly two parts, that are dispersive phase and dispersion medium. Dispersive phase and dispersion medium. In that given colloidal solution, the droplets of a dispersion phase is continuously distributed into dispersion medium, that is known as the emulsion. The fine droplets which are belongs to the dispersive phase that are distributed into the dispersion medium, such type of colloidal system is known as emulsion. We can simply conclude that emulsion is in a given colloidal solution if the dispersive phase and dispersion medium both are present in liquid state. Both are present in liquid state. This is known as the definition of the emulsion. So finally, emulsion is the type of colloidal solution. In that given colloidal solution, both the dispersive phase and dispersion medium both are present in liquid state, that is known as emulsion. This is one definition, this is another definition. The definition first one is like this: the fine droplets of a dispersive phase distributed into the dispersion medium, that is known as emulsion. And second one, in given colloidal solution, both the dispersive phase and dispersion medium both are present in liquid state, that is also known as definition of the emulsions. So basing on the physical state of the dispersive phase, emulsions can be classified into two categories. So classification of emulsions. Emulsions can be classified into two categories based on the physical state of dispersive phase. And the first one is oil in water type. Oil oil in water type simply O by W type. O by W type. Oil in water type of emulsion, that is known as O by W type of emulsion. And second one is water in oil type of emulsion. Water in oil type of emulsion, that is W by O type of emulsion. So based on the physical state of the dispersive phase, emulsions can be classified into two categories. First one is oil in water type of emulsion, that is known as O by W type of, and second one water in oil type of emulsion, that is known as represented by W by O type of emulsion. So this is the definition of the emulsion and classification of the emulsion. First type of classification of emulsion is oil in water type of emulsion. In that oil in water type of emulsion, dispersive phase is oil, dispersive phase is oil, and dispersion medium is water. Dispersion medium is water. So the name indicates that oil in water type of emulsion, the first one is a dispersive phase and last one is dispersion medium. So this can be represented as O by W type of emulsion. First one, oil is a dispersive phase, water is the dispersion medium. Okay, in oil in water type of emulsion, the dispersive phase is oil and the dispersion medium is the water. So best example for the oil in water type of emulsions are milk and creams, face creams. Okay, so look at the image. There is a milk and Pond's cream, which are best live examples for the oil in water type of emulsion. Next question of emulsion is water in oil type of emulsion. Water in oil type of emulsion, dispersive phase is water, dispersive phase is water, and dispersion medium is oil. So it indicates W by O type of emulsion. W by O type of emulsion. Water in oil type of emulsion represented by W by O type. Here dispersive phase is water and dispersion medium is oil. So in that water in oil type of emulsion, the dispersive phase is water and dispersion medium is oil. So best example for this type of emulsions are cream and butter. Cream and butter. First one is cream and second one is butter. So once look at the images, that images belongs to the cream and butter. These are all water in oil type of emulsions. Next one, preparation of emulsions. So after knowing the definition of the emulsions, how can we prepare the emulsions? Emulsions can be prepared by mixing of two liquids. By mixing of two liquids. Because in emulsions, emulsion is a one type of colloid. Both the dispersive phase and dispersion medium both are presenting in liquid state. Therefore, mixing of two liquids, we get the emulsion type of colloidal solution. So emulsion is being a colloid, that's why we have to take the mixing of two liquids. So that is known as the preparation of emulsion. It is can be known as emulsification. Emulsification. The preparation of emulsions by mixing two liquids, it is known as emulsification. So generally emulsions are very unstable solutions. Emulsions are very unstable solutions. So therefore for the stabilization of the given emulsion, we are adding another extra substance. We are adding another extra substance to that emulsion, that is known as emulsifier. Emulsifier. That is known as emulsifier or emulsifying agent. Emulsifier or emulsifying agent. So for the stabilization of the given emulsion, we are adding an extra substance to the given emulsion, that is known as emulsifier or emulsifying agent. So in case of O by W type of emulsion, the emulsifier or emulsifying agents are proteins and gums. Proteins proteins and gums. In case of W by O type of emulsion, the emulsifier or emulsifying agent is heavy metals of fatty acids. Heavy metals of fatty acids or long chain alcohols. So these are all the proteins and gums which stabilize the O by W type of emulsion, and heavy metals of fatty acids and long chain alcohols stabilize the W by O type of emulsions. So this is the preparation of emulsion, that is known as emulsification, and emulsifier is the substance which stabilize the unstable emulsions. Next one, de-emulsification. What is meant by de-emulsification? You know that the definition of the emulsification, that means preparation of emulsion by simply mixing of two liquids. Here de-emulsification means the separation of liquids in a given emulsion. Separation of liquids in given emulsion. So by using some methods that are heating and freezing and filtration and centrifugation So these are all the methods which are useful for the de-emulsification. De-emulsification means the individual separation of liquids which are present in the given emulsion, that is known as de-emulsification. De-emulsification takes place by applying some methods that are heating, freezing and filtration and centrifugation. These techniques are useful to separation of the emulsion into individual liquids, that is known as de-emulsification. So characteristics of emulsions. So what are characteristics of emulsions? So first point is the properties of colloidal solution is same as in case of the emulsion, because in case of colloidal solution there is a dispersive phase and dispersion medium. So in emulsion also both the dispersive phase and dispersion medium presenting in liquid state. That's why emulsions are being a part of colloidal solutions. That's why the properties of colloidal solutions like Tyndall effect, Brownian moment, and electrophoresis So emulsions are satisfied the properties of colloidal solutions which are exhibited, like Tyndall effect, Brownian moment and electrophoresis. And next, another important thing is, in case of given emulsion, if you are adding dispersive phase particles, some of the dispersive phase particles are added to the given emulsion, there is a separate layer will be formed. In case of dispersion medium added to the given emulsion, the emulsions undergo dilution. And next, another important thing for in case of emulsion is, if emulsions are generally having negatively charged particles. Another important point for regarding emulsion is, generally emulsions are separated into individual liquids by heating, freezing and filtration and centrifugation. So therefore, if the given emulsion can be separated into individual liquids by applying some chemical methods that are heating, freezing, filtration and centrifugation. So there are some important characteristics about given emulsion. First one, How the colloidal properties satisfy the properties? It is true in case of emulsion. If the dispersive phase is added to the emulsion, it forms a separate layer. In case if the dispersion medium added to the emulsion undergo dilution. Generally, emulsion contain negatively charged particles. The emulsion can be separated into individual liquids by giving heat or freezing or filtration and centrifugation process. And next one, applications of emulsions. So what are applications of emulsions? So first application, cleaning action of soaps. Cleaning action of soaps. Cleaning action of soaps. So it is an application of emulsion in a cleaning action of soaps. In that process, by using the soaps, we have to clean the cloth by removal of dust particles or green particles. In that process, the formation of the micelles takes place and also a soap solution forming an emulsion. So this is the first application about the emulsion, cleaning action of the soap. And another application is many pharmaceutical process. Many pharmaceutical preparation methods are best example for the emulsions. For example, cod liver oil. So it is the best application for the pharmaceutical preparation of in case of emulsions. And next one is in case of froth flotation process. In case of froth flotation process. In case of froth flotation process. By using froth flotation process, we have to concentrated the sulfide ores, only sulfide ores. So in the froth flotation process, for the concentration of the given sulfide ore, we are adding pine oil emulsion. We can add pine oil emulsion. And the last thing is Dettol. It can act as a disinfectant. Dettol mixed with water, it form an emulsion. So Dettol can be act as a disinfectant. These are all the main applications of the emulsions. So on colloids around us. What are the colloids present in around us? First one, blue color of the sky. But sky appears as a blue color due to the scattering of blue light. Because of scattering of blue light due to the dust particles and water particles which are presenting in the atmosphere. Therefore, the scattering of blue particles due to the dust particles and water particles which are present in the atmosphere. Therefore, the sky appears as a blue color. That is the applications of the colloid or best example for the colloid. And next one, blood. Blood also best example for the colloidal solution. It consisting of a many particles like white blood cells, red blood cells, and platelets, and some serum and some water content. So this is all the best example for the colloid. And next one, food articles. Many of the food articles daily life we have to take in that are best example for the colloids. For example, milk, butter, vanishing creams, ice creams. All these are all best example for the colloids. And next one, fog, mist, rain. If fog, mist, rain, these are all also a best example for the colloids. So and finally, formation of deltas. How the formation of the deltas? When the river water mixed with the seawater, the formation of the deltas takes place. Generally, river water consisting of colloidal particles of clay. When the river water mixed with seawater, generally seawater contain electrolytes. When the river water is mixed with the seawater, the colloids of clay neutralized with electrolytes of the colloidal solution. Due to that neutralization of the particles of the seawater and river water, at that place deltas are formed. Therefore, that is the best example for the colloids, that is the formation of deltas. Applications of colloids. So what are the applications of colloids? First one, industrial products. So many industrial products like pharmaceutical products and rubber industry. Here also second one also rubber industry. In rubber industry also these colloids can be widely used. In case of industry like paint industry, for purpose of preparation of paints, vanishing creams, different types of colored solutions. These are all best applications of the colloids. Next one, rubber industry. So rubber industry also a wide application of the regarding for colloidal solution. So rubber latex is the colloidal solution of emulsion. It is an emulsion rubber latex. So the rubber, natural rubber is also prepared from the rubber latex. It is an application of colloid. And finally, food materials. Many of the food contents have the live examples of the colloids like milk, butter, vanishing creams, and another type of food preparations. Artificial food items also consider in the case of application of colloids. Okay, students, in this video, what we learned, just I recall. So some important properties of colloids. So that are, in case of the wide range of the colloid, there is a being a part of colloid that is known as emulsion. Emulsions are nothing but colloids in that both the dispersive phase and dispersed medium contain liquid state, and emulsification and de-emulsification. Preparation of emulsion is known as emulsification. Next one, emulsifier, the substance which is stabilize the given unstable emulsion, that is known as emulsifier or emulsifying agent. Next one, the separation of the emulsion into individual liquids, that is known as de-emulsification. It is by some methods, that is boiling, freezing, filtration, centrifugation, etc. Next one, classification of emulsion, oil in water type of emulsion and water in oil type of emulsion, and some characteristic properties of emulsion and applications of emulsions, and finally how the colloids spread in around as live examples that are known as applications of colloids. Okay, thank you to all.